Now, the Schoolgate is a breeding ground for the who's who of school-run mums. There is pristine Christine with no hair out of place, laid-back Louise, who rolled out of bed and into her car without even looking in the mirror, and domestic Donna, who bakes perfect cakes and does the best party bags. But how easy is it not to get caught up in playground pretentiousness?
Well, this could be a really long answer.
Okay,
but basically,
I'm going to get comfortable.
Yes. Basically, number one, I think when you enter a school and you're divorcees, basically,
yeah.
I find the mums that either sway one way or the other. Just saying. But when you turn up in a pink car and you're all pink and all of that, hair scruffed up.
Who could you be talking about, Katie Price?
Basically, what I'm saying, and I'll say it to the mums watching, none of you talk to me. That's why I don't like going to the school. That's why I don't go to morning coffees.
But maybe they're intimidated.
No, because I know they talk to the other side. But they don't talk to me. I think it's rude, patronising, and I've done nothing wrong to them, and they shouldn't believe everything they read, because I am equally in love with my children as their father, and just because I wear pink and I probably don't dress like them or wear the same thing, I'm still an individual, I still have feelings, and that's why I don't like going to the school.
Does it really hurt your feelings?
Yeah, it does, because it's like, when your kids have got other friends, of course you want to talk to their mums because they're like their best friends and stuff.
Oh, come on, just one of you. Talk to Katie.
I just think it's rude. I stand there, they all nap with each other, and I stand there on my own thinking...
Why don't you go up to them?
Well, I sort of look to be smart, but then I just pretend to be on my phone, so I just think, I won't bother doing...
See?
Yeah, but then I won't bother taking them.
Jane,
that's
like saying when you're in the playground and nobody's talking to you, just go up. It's intimidating. It doesn't matter how old you get. It's still intimidating.
It is,
if you feel like people don't want to talk to you.
If you're famous, I'm just, putting the devil's advocate here.
But I don't go around
if I didn't know you...
No,
but you are
famous.
No, but if I didn't know you, I wouldn't come up to you in the playground, because I'd think, oh, she's on the telly, she probably gets people coming up to her all the time, she probably doesn't want to be bothered in the playground, she's on her phone.
Well, I'm saying I do want to be bothered. Please talk to me. And not only that, when you want to make cakes, OK, I can't make cakes, OK, I can't make them, so I'm not even going to compete. I'm not even going to compete with who's got the best outfit for costume day. I've got 5 children. Yeah. I'm just not into that. As long as they're at school, they do their education, I can't beat everything they do.
Yeah.
But don't judge me for it.
Life is not about baking perfect cakes, Katie.
I really hope
I'm
someone
not the only
says to you.
I know there's lots of mums like that, but I do think as well, when you split up with people, people don't know whether to talk to this one or that one.
Well, shall we, from today then, why don't we say that we're going to have a pricey amnesty? So to all the mums that maybe you felt that were taking one side over another, there's an amnesty, and from the next time you do the school run, just come up and say hello. Kids are all involved. It'd be nice to come around for a cup of tea and that. I am normal. And don't judge me. Don't leave me
She's a sweetie, she really is. When my kids, obviously they're home educated now, but when my kids were at school, they were at a private school. And where I live is quite ghetto-y, but it's on the borderline of where... Yeah, I get told off every time, but it's true. But all my kids' friends all had those kind of houses, double-fronted with those crisscross tiles in the front and those 2 trees either side with the round balls on the top, and like really polished, clean windows and everything. So intimidating, beautiful houses. So my daughter's only ever had one birthday party, and this was this one.
Because she didn't want one.
She doesn't want any birthday party. She won't let me give her a birthday party. Anyway, so I said to Mark, I just don't want them coming in the house. It's so embarrassing. They're going to go, oh, she's off the telly, she'll have a nice house. And we've got very,
I hate that when they
quite a knocked-down house, a bit of a dump. So I said, and our garden, it was like something out of Shameless, like old bikes, nappy. So I said, what we'll do is, well, you can do this thing where you hire a farm. Yes, I did hire a farm. I hired a farm.
Just to keep up with the mums?
Yeah, well, just to, so they wouldn't go in the house. So there was, little piglets, there was little chicks.
So just to get this straight, your house was so bad, you thought, I'll make my back garden look like a farm to make my house look better.
Yeah, because then they won't go in the house and they'll understand why there's no grass, it's just muddy, it's because there's this farm. So, and there was a real bonus, because the really horrible kid that used to bully my kids, the little pony stood on her foot. And I was like,
That's calm.
that'll give her arthritis later in life. But anyway, but the problem was, of course, they wanted to go in, because the kids do, don't they? Like, oh, can you go in? Can we see your toys? We're like, so they went in. The house was just, you know, we'd not had anything done. And you could see these really snooty men, and they were looking at it just like horrified. And they were having a proper snoop. And I was embarrassed. And the farm just made me look worse. It just made me look pathetic.
I'd say the only
made me look desperate.
The only time I've caved in, I've just remembered, is you know when you get Teddy to take home in the holiday?
Oh, God, I used to dread
And
that.
Teddy comes with a book as to all the other places he's been with the other families. Taj Mahal, meeting the Queen. And I'm thinking, oh, my God, we're only going to the Lake District. How are we going to keep up with this? You know,
The
so I
Joneses.
sent Teddy off to some person he was going on an exotic holiday and said, oh, get a picture on the Great Wall of China or something.